Hello and welcome back, audience. My name is MassiveBrad and welcome back to my FIFA 20 Liverpool career mode. Now, before we get into today's episode, I just want to say a huge big thank you for love and support on the channel. And as always, guys, at the start of today's episode, we're quickly going to look at the games that lie ahead. Now, not only in today's episode are we going to be playing two games and simulating a game, we're also going to be finishing off the January transfer window in 2021. But to kick off today's episode, we do take on Lincoln City in the round of 32 in the FA Cup. We then face off against Aston Villa at home in the Premier League. We'll then complete the January transfer window, move into the month of February, where we take on Liverpool's ex-manager Brendan Rodgers and his Leicester City side. Now, at the end of the last episode, we quickly touched up on the fact that we will be playing the game against Lincoln City. We will risk simulating the game against Aston Villa at home. Now, I say risk because we're simulating the game. Anything can happen. But if you do simulate your home games, you have got a slightly better chance that you will win and draw over actually losing the game, which then leaves Brendan Rodgers' Leicester City away from home, which of course we will be playing. Now, today's episode, guys, we're going to dive in nice and quick because what we're going to do is we're going to jump over to my favourite part of the video, which is where I talk about the comments left in the last episode from you guys. We are going to do some potential transfers in today's episode, and we are going to look to potentially, if Man City can sort out a contract with Bruno Fernandes, we will have moved them on for £92 million. We only bought him last season for £60 million, meaning we made a whopper profit of £32 million. But we're going to quickly go over the comments, and trust me, guys, the last episode was incredible. We got over 100 views in a couple of days, and I think something like 18 or 19 likes, which was absolutely outstanding. So thank you so much to everyone that did leave a like and watch the video. There's a lot of comments, so we just need to get through them. Then we're going to play the game against Lincoln City. I've already got the squad ready to go. Then we're going to look at potentially signing some brand new players to this Liverpool squad. So as we go in now to the comment section, I left a comment saying last chance, because obviously last episode, this is the last episode where we're in the transfer window, so it was the last chance to recommend any realistic centre mids that we could bring to Liverpool FC. The reason we were aiming for a centre mid is for the simple reason we're moving Bruno Fernandes on. I personally don't think we need to replace him because I think we've got plenty of opportunities in the likes of we have Henderson and Gini as our main two. We've then got Naby Keita, the Ox, Milner, Minamino can even play there. We've got plenty of players, Lallana, that can play in that centre mid position, but I thought I'd leave it to you guys to see if you fancied me bringing anyone in to replace Bruno Fernandes as such. The transfer window closes in the next episode, which is this one, so I'll be relying on comments below to make a list of centre mids. I'm not 100% sure if we'll sign another midfielder yet, but I'd rather be safe and have a few players in mind than be sorry. After Yasser Larouci shined in the shoes of Andy Robertson against Brighton, I've made the overall decision for us to not sign a new left-back and put our faith in the young, talented Larouci. We will still look to move on Philip Max before the end of the transfer window. So the two players we're looking to offload in this transfer window is Bruno Fernandes at central midfield and Philip Max at left-back. I did say that we're putting our faith. He played absolutely outstanding against Brighton in the last episode, Larouci. So he is going to be the man as the backup for Robertson. Now, as I look at the comments that were left under that, Savage Child has said, sign Thiago. He is an absolute monster in passing. Well, Savage Child, I can confirm Thiago is on the transfer list, and we will look at transfers after the game against Lincoln City. Ice Cream Lars saying Kai Havertz. I've seen this a lot, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm going to tell you now, Kai Havertz is on the transfer list in this Liverpool career mode. But I think I'm not going to sign him for Liverpool. And I may potentially sign him for Dortmund. If you guys watch the Dortmund career mode, you'll know that Torgan Hazard at right mid, who we rotate with Jadon Sancho, has handed in his transfer request. I think it's only a matter of time before he says, look, enough's enough, I want to go, and we need a new right-midded player. Kai Havertz can actually play central attacking midfield and right mid, and that's why I'm looking to sign him in the Dortmund career mode, not the Liverpool career mode, because A, we don't play a central attacking midfielder, and B, we also don't play a right mid. We play two centre mids at a CDM, and we play a right wing. So Kai Havertz would have to be played in this Liverpool team out of position. I could change the formation, but I really don't want to, because when you've got something that works so well, why change it? Why fix something that's not broke? Charlie Irwin saying Thiago Almada, I think that's how you pronounce it, or Almada, would be a great buy, not too high rated, a young lad that fit the system and was linked with the Reds in real life. I can confirm Thiago Almada is on the list. I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing his name, Almada. That's how it's spelled, that's how I think it's pronounced. Almada. We'll go with that. Rohan said, Alphonso Davies, Bayern Munich for left back. Well, I've just touched up on that. We're going to keep Larouci at the left back position as rotated with Andy Robertson. And then Savage Charles said, maybe not, which I replied to him saying he asked about Thiago, and I said I didn't think it was too realistic, and he said maybe not, but you could sign Kai Havertz. Another person saying Kai Havertz. I don't think I'm going to sign him, guys. He's on the list, but I think we may get him in the Dortmund career mode. Next comment coming in from, I do believe his name is Will, and it's Arthur Melo is just Arthur in FIFA. He plays for Barcelona. Well, Will, Arthur is now also on the transfer list. Kuru the Creator saying, so good to be back watching these amazing episodes. Keep going. Thank you so much, Kuru. I appreciate it, and I'm glad that you're enjoying the episodes. Bobby Plays says, haha, I understand that you wouldn't want your girlfriend to cut your hair. Loving the series. Please keep it up. Unfortunately, guys, the hair is just getting longer and longer. There's nothing I can do about it. Do I risk letting my girlfriend cut it? No, I don't. That would be stupid. Corey Fight says, Brad, loving the career mode, mate. It's great. Love to hear a potential football manager's career in FIFA 21. To touch up on that, guys, as you all know, in FIFA 19 and on FIFA 20, I run two career modes alongside each other. In FIFA 19, it was the Liverpool career mode and the Ajax Road to Glory. And on FIFA 20, it's been the Liverpool career mode and the Dortmund career mode. I'm thinking maybe when FIFA 21 drops, I may look to do a FIFA 21 series, a career mode, and then also a football manager. So instead of having two FIFA 21 career modes, I'll have one FIFA 21 career mode and also a football manager career mode. If you guys can let me know what you think of that down below, that would be great. Next comment coming in from Charlie saying, great video, bro. Although unlucky to only draw against United, it was great to see a fight back. Muscle arm, keep it up. Yes, it was great to see a fight back. It was a difficult game against United, but I am glad that I pulled it back to a draw. Lucci or Lochy Williams, please let me know how you pronounce your name. It's Lochie. I think it's Lucci Williams. His name is just Arthur and he plays for Barca. You should sign him. Well, as I just said, Arthur is on the transfer list. And that's another person now wanting me to sign Arthur from Barcelona. Hassan coming in with a massive comment here. Go and get Mbappe. Drop Bobby Firmino to the cam position. Trust me, Mane, Mbappe, Mo Salah and Bobby behind would be fire. And Hassan, as much as I agree with this, I'm just not 100% sure. Bobby can't play at cam. He's a centre forward, which means I'll be playing him out of position. And I'm also then going to have to change the formation. It touches up on the situation of why fix something that's not broke. Right now, the 4-3-3 is working unbelievable for us. Why change it just to fit Mbappe in there? Then it's also the fact of a drop Bobby to cam. Then the CDM position disappears, so then I could play Fabinho at centre mid, but then Huma dropping between Gini and Henderson. It becomes very difficult when you start messing up with the formation. So it's an option, but I don't think it's going to happen, especially because we signed him in the FIFA 19 Liverpool career mode, and he was an absolute beast. I'm just not sure I want to do it in the FIFA 20 Liverpool career mode. Ethan says, what a video. I have a suggestion of a midfielder. His name is Sandro Tonali. I've got him in my career mode. Ethan, thank you so much for that option. It's a great option, and Liverpool were recently interested in signing him. The only problem now is Timo Werner is potentially going to Chelsea as I am currently recording this, and Sandro Tonali is only a day or two before he signs with Inter Milan. Liverpool missing out on two quality players. Really, really wished we'd just got them both. Next comment coming in from Bobby Play saying, also please sell Ryan Kent as he is left in real life on a permanent basis. Yes, he has. He was currently out on loan, and Rangers, Stevie G, as we all know at Liverpool, has signed him to Rangers to play in that left wing position. Although I think realistically, I probably should sign Kent. I'm not going to because we only have David Neres there. And I prefer Kent over Neres. Kent was obviously someone that come through the Liverpool rankings. He's been a great player for Liverpool when he did play. I think I'm going to keep him and keep him ahead of David Neres and rotate Kent and Mane on that left wing position. Trev saying, good to see your Liverpool career mode back. I was only thinking about Vardy being a backup for Wolves, but you're probably right. Also for FIFA 21, are you going to be playing on Xbox PC? Probably on Xbox next gen, but I may have to get it on the Xbox One because it normally comes out in September, and the next gen I do believe doesn't come out till November. I may have to look at buying it again in November to have it on next gen. Also, well done on having 300 million transfer budget, 848,000 wage budget. So much respect. Thank you so much, Trev. We have smashed the Liverpool career mode. We are doing very well indeed. Next comment again coming in from Trev saying, Werner is going to Chelsea. Disappointed. What's your take? I agree, Trev. I think Liverpool should have snapped them up I think 49 million. If Chelsea have 49 million plus 200 grand a week to pay him, I don't see why Liverpool shouldn't have, especially because we just won the Champions League. We haven't, I don't believe, signed anyone other than maybe Minamino since we won the Champions League. So I don't really know where that money's gone, but for me, yeah, heartbroken that we're not getting Werner. If we haven't got Werner because we are interested in Mbappe 2020, then fair enough. But Timo Werner would have been on the list for me, and unfortunately, it does look like he is going to Chelsea now. Bandits, why is it nearly 20 minutes into the video that we haven't seen gameplay? Well, as it stands right now, we are about 11 minutes into the gameplay, or the video, and the reason for that, Bandits, is because I appreciate every single one of you that leaves a comment, and I think that in the next episode, the least I can do is firstly respond to your comment, and secondly, read it out in the video and discuss it. Now, there was comments underneath from the likes of Ice Cream saying, why not? I like how YouTubers take time to talk to us and shout us out in the comments. If you don't like it, skip it. It's nothing against you, Bandits, but obviously sometimes there's a lot of comments from you guys, and I have to go through them, and I feel like the fact that you've took a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes to write a comment to me, the least thing I can do is read it out and discuss it. If you don't like it, then yeah, I would agree with Ice Cream. Just skip a little bit ahead. I try and get through it as quick as I can, but if you guys have got the respect for me, should I say, to leave a comment, then I have the respect for you to read that comment out. If we scroll down a little bit further, Trev saying, what a goal by Naby Keita. It was an incredible goal. Comment from Kuru. There is so many comments. Thank you so much, guys. You've absolutely smashed this out the park. I'm trying to get through it as quick as I can, though, so you guys can have the gameplay of the Lincoln City game. But Kuru says, to be honest, if this is the last season, I think you should go crazy on the market. Maybe use the centre mids that you've got in Henderson and Genie. You can also bring in the Ox and a fan favourite Minamino, who I'm sure people would love to see more of. I agree. And I think potentially he's on the bench or he's playing up top against Lincoln City. I would use that crazy amount of money to go and buy Mbappe. That's two people now wanting me to sign Mbappe. It's not that unrealistic since he is linked and people would love to see him at the club. It'd also be very fun to play with him. I do agree that, sorry about the screen going black there, guys. I haven't touched the controller. I've been reading comments, so it just slightly went off. I agree Mbappe would be a beast to bring to Liverpool. But I just think right now with the whole we were going after Timo Werner and stuff like that, I think it's too unrealistic right now. If Mbappe was seen in a Liverpool shirt or his agent come out, I think, yeah, it would be realistic. But I think because I've kept this Liverpool career mode, other than maybe like Philip Max and Neres and Bruno Fernandes, who I did sign before he went to United, having said that, I haven't gone too unrealistic. I would say I've kept it 95% realistic. And when you look at the lineup that I put out, there's only normally one or two maximum players that aren't actually a current Liverpool player. And I tend to look at players that are also linked to Liverpool. That's why we brought David Neres in at the left wing position, because he has been linked to Liverpool a couple of times. So, signing Mbappe, I'm going to hit the nail on the head here, guys. I'm going to apologise. We're not going to sign him in Season 2 of the Liverpool career mode. That doesn't mean, after we finish the Dortmund career mode Season 2, the next career mode, whatever team we're at, we couldn't sign Mbappe if we have the funds. But I think for me, to keep this realistic and keep it enjoyable, bringing Mbappe to Liverpool is a no-go. Rohan saying, bring in Kai Havertz, potential is 93. I agree, Rohan. Kai Havertz would be great, but again, same situation. He can only play cam and right mid. We don't play that position, unfortunately, in our formation. And that is it for the comment section. What a lot of comments from you guys. So thank you so much. But now, what you've all been waiting for, we are going to dive into this game against Lincoln City. Any player that was mentioned in that comment section, other than Mbappe, and I do believe there was a left back that was potentially mentioned. Oh yeah, Alphonso Davies from Bayern Munich. We're not going to sign him because we're going to put our faith in Larouci, but we are going to potentially look at signing a centre mid. Now, as it stands, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I'm not 100% sure if I want a centre mid. I really, really don't know if I want to sign one. But because you guys have left so many comments of centre mids, we've got so many on the list, I don't know if to just look at one, bring one in and just rotate them so we can have Genie and Henderson. And then we'll have three in maybe like Arthur, Naby Keita and the Ox, who we can rotate in that central midfield. The likes of Lallana and Milner and Jones, they're going to play in games like we are now in the FA Cup. They're probably not going to break into the Premier League or the Champions League side that we currently have. Whereas if we brought Arthur in or someone like that, he would potentially, you know, slot in, come on as a substitute, maybe be some fresh legs. He probably wouldn't get his starting position, though. That's one thing that I would say. If we bring a new player in, he's not going to just walk into the starting 11. What we've got now works well, and I want to keep it that way. But you can now see the lineup we are putting out against Lincoln City. Very rotated. We've got some of the big guns still in there, like Matip, Divock Origi, Lallana, Shaqiri, some of the big guns. And we've also got plenty of opportunities to bring players on from the bench. There's a few big guns like Mo Salah's on there. I think Mane's on there. So if we do start to struggle against Lincoln City, we can easily bring on one of those players to make the difference. But we have gone with Ryan Kent out on the left wing, Divock Origi at striker, Shaqiri out on the right wing. The young man Jones, Curtis Jones, that is, linking up with Adam Lallana, the captain, in the central midfield role. A little deeper, we've got Pedro Chirivella in the central defensive midfield, and then Philip Max, Vandenberg, Matip and Klein at the back with Adrian between the sticks. Let's get into this game at Crown Lane. We're taking on Lincoln City. Let's hope we can get through to the next stages of the FA Cup. Come on, lads, we've got this. It is snowing in January. I'm excited for this one, guys. Just want to let you know as well, if you can't see any of the green screen, those little like glitchy parts where it's like green or black and kind of fizzles, unfortunately, I'll explain it quickly. I've got the light on. It's shining on my face. It was working. But when I record early in the morning, because I haven't got blinds for the window yet, there's so much light coming in. It comes in from behind the green screen and shines through. In fact, as I look at it, it looks terrible now. It looks really, really bad. I may well just pause in a minute after we kick this game off and just try and fix this, because the green screen is it's having a field there. It looks really, really bad, which I can only apologise about, guys. Yeah, you can see the green just here behind my head. I will get this kicked off, and then hopefully by the time you guys are seeing highlights, I will have fixed it. But it is going to be Lincoln City to get this first half underway. Come on, Redmen, we've got this. Over now to Curtis Jones. Here we go. Beautiful. Curtis Jones going to cut back. Onto the edge of the box now for Pedro Chirivella. Back to Curtis Jones. Lines one up like he did against Everton. Just wide a goal. Through now to Vandenberg. No idea why Vandenberg is so far forward. Going to get through to Ryan Kent, who's going to look to put us 1-0 up. And it's a great save from Belek. Shaqiri into Divock. Laying off now to Lallana. Curtis Jones first time. Oh, and again. At the defenders now, we're going to feed that through if we can for Divock Origi. That's a quality pass indeed. Divock Origi cutting back, edge of the box. Ryan Kent on his left foot. How is it not 1-0? Divock Origi on his right foot looks to bend one, and it's another great save from Belek. Divock Origi pulling off a rocket there. I didn't think he was going to get so much power behind the ball. Come on, Jones. Well done. He's going to intercept that ball. Now we need to make it happen. Now it has to happen. Playing through there now to Ryan Kent. This is beautiful. One-on-one. We got Divock in the middle. Play it over now. We'll go to Curtis Jones. We'll go to Shaqiri, who's going to put it low into that bottom left corner. Well done, Xherdan Shaqiri. He doesn't get much game time anymore in this Liverpool team. But when he does come in, he certainly does do a decent job. I was just looking for Divock or Curtis Jones, but Shaqiri running in to the penalty spot just slots that in the bottom left corner. And finally, we beat Belek between the sticks. I'm hoping that is the first goal of many more. I know we're going to get another chance to a potentially attacking player through to Shaqiri. Divock Origi not given the chance to put that ball through for Shaqiri to run onto. As the referee does blow for half-time, we have now taken the lead 1-0. Probably should have done that a lot sooner into that game and not more the fact in the 44th or 45th minute. But regardless, we have taken the lead thanks to Xherdan Shaqiri. As Divock gets us kicked off in the second half, I'm hoping there is only many more goals to come. Ball through there now to Jones. He's going to feed it behind. Let's try and get it out wide now to Philip Max, who's going to be on the overlap. Philip Max is going to do very well to get away from these defenders. Nice little ball in now to Xherdan Shaqiri, who's going to cut it back. Now to Adam Lallana. Surely, and Adam Lallana can't convert. Here's Shaqiri now, waiting for the overlap of Lallana, who's going to poke one over. Lallana coming forward. Lallana going to try and get there. Lallana takes the ball out the hands of the keeper, and we're unable to do anything after that, as Lincoln City do clear up nicely. Got to be careful. Here's Pet. Cuts in. He's going to get a shot off, and Adrian saves. Late into this second half period, we can't risk letting them in here like this. Ball going to come in. Let's get rid of that ball. Nicely done. It's now going to come to Ryan Kent, who's going to look at moving out. Come on, Kent. Let's go some. Kent should get away. Here he comes. Going the inside. Beautiful. Here's Joria. Going to ping the ball over the top now for Minamino to run onto. Here's Minamino. Hold the ball. In now to Bruno Fernandes, who's going to get past his man. Bruno Fernandes, little back heel to Minamino, who's going to be through a goal. Minamino going to try and head home. Go on! It's not going to end up across the line. Here comes Shaqiri on the inside to Bruno Fernandes. We're going back to Shaqiri. Go on, Minamino, I've got you on the inside. We've now got Ryan Kent towards the back post. Ball in, Ryan Kent to finish. It's 2-0. Game put to bed in the 92nd minute. We had to go all the way to the dying embers of this game to put that last nail in the coffin. But we finally get it with Ryan Kent. Shaqiri into Minamino. Slides it across the box to Ryan Kent at the back post, who just slides it past the keeper and into the back of the net. I'm pretty sure as Lincoln City kick us off at the very end of this game, it is only a matter of time. There we go. The referee has blown for full time. We have beaten Lincoln City and bagged ourselves a place in round of 16 now, I do believe, of the FA Cup. That was a difficult game. Their keeper had a blinder. Look at that. Wow. I don't think I've ever had the shots on target conversion as I've just had there. 14 shots, 13 on target, only one shot being off target. Lincoln had 4 shots, only 1 on target. Ryan Kent picks up man of the match for our side. Did their keeper get man of the match? 7.6. He did, and I would have thought so as well. Balek was solid for them, and he does fully deserve to get the highest rating in that team. Keeping 13 shots out, he only let 2 in, keeping the other 11 out. Absolutely outstanding performance from the keeper for Lincoln City, but we do manage to get the win in the FA Cup, and we do go through to the next stages of the Emirates FA Cup. Well, I've decided to make today's episode that little bit more exciting. We're not going to do any transfer business. I was going to do it after the game we just played against Lincoln City. We've now come to the Aston Villa game on the 30th of January. I'm in fact going to simulate this game against Aston Villa, and then we're going to do all our business on the January transfer deadline day, which is going to make it that extra little bit more exciting. But as we jump over to the office, few things we need to discuss. First off, Bruno Fernandes has agreed personal terms and moved to Manchester City. We sold him for 92 million and the Borders gave us 83.5 million to add to the current transfer budget, putting us up to like 325 million, which is outstanding. We've also had an offer in for Philip Max. 2 offers, should I say that. One from Manchester United and one from RB Leipzig. I'm actually going to delete the one for Manchester United. I'm not going to sell them to a rival club. I know I sold Bruno Fernandes, but for the sake of 11.5 million, I'd rather sell them to a team in a different league. So we'll accept the RB Leipzig offer. And then this is the next situation. A message coming in from Naby Keita. We've just sold Bruno Fernandes, and he says, I know you will eventually be looking for a replacement midfielder, but I think I can fill the role if you give me a chance. And to be honest, so do I. I do believe Naby Keita can come in and fill the role of Bruno Fernandes, who was just a rotated central midfielder. That's pretty much right now what he is anyway. So what we're now going to do is, this is the lineup we're putting out against Aston Villa. We're going to simulate this game and hopefully get the win. And then we're going to make a decision on whether we sign a new central midfielder or not. But you can see the lineup. We're going with Sadio Mane out on the left wing, Bobby Firmino at striker, Salah out on the right wing, Gino Wijnaldum linking up with the captain Jordan Henderson in the central midfield, a little deeper Fabinho in the central defensive midfield, and Robertson, Van Dijk, Gomez and Hoover at the back with Alisson between the sticks. Trent Alexander-Arnold is now back fully fit. He's still got a plaster. He's 100% fully fit. Still got a plaster though, so he should be back for the game against Leicester City. But let's go ahead and advance. Let's get the players warmed up, and let's hopefully do a job over Aston Villa. And we batter them 3-1, although Hoover does pick up an injury. Gomez scores in the 26th minute. Sadio Mane then scores in the 43rd, making it 2-1 at this point, actually, because Aston Villa had scored first, giving them the 1-0 lead. Origi comes on for Van Dijk, Keita on for Henderson, Dennis picks up an injury in the 67th, and then Bobby Firmino puts that final nail in the coffin in the 80th minute, making the game 3-1 and bagging us those very 3 important points at Anfield. Ladies and gentlemen, we are finally here. Sunday, the 31st of January 2021, which of course is transfer deadline day. We are already in one of the top deals with Bruno Fernandes departing Liverpool and heading over to Manchester City for 92 million. We've also had Verratti join Chelsea from PSG for 72.8 million. And the final deal, Nicolas Sewell moving from Bayern Munich to PSG for 50.9. We've talked now about a couple of other teams making some transfers, but now we have to look at ourselves and look how we are potentially going to spend 325.36 million with 928,000 in the wage budget. what a cash stack pile we have. And as we move over to the transfer hub, this is the list we have so far. Now, what we can start off by doing while we look at the shortlist is removing Owen Windle and removing Ben Chilwell. We decided in the last episode we are going to put our faith in Larouci at left back to be rotated with Andy Robertson for the rest of the season. So Windle and Chilwell, you can be removed from the shortlist, leaving 3 centre mids and 2 central attacking mids. One of them can play centre mid, the other can't. We've got Federico Valverde, Thiago Almada, Thiago from Bayern Munich, Arthur from Barcelona, and Kai Havertz from Bayer Leverkusen. What a shortlist we have there. Pretty much there is not one player here that we can't afford. But now we have the difficult decision of how do we go about signing a new central midfielder. So we'll start at the bottom, Kai Havertz. I said he's a central attacking midfield. You can see there, centre attacking midfield and right mid. We don't play central attacking midfield. We also don't play right mid. So although it's with a heavy heart, I am going to remove Kai Havertz from the Liverpool shortlist, but he will remain on the Dortmund shortlist and potentially be joining Dortmund over on that career mode. Federico Valverde can play centre mid, left mid, and CDM. We'd probably play him at centre mid, maybe now and again at centre mid, CDM, sorry. But we also do have the likes of Marko Grujic who can play there. We've also got Pedro Chirivella, so I don't think we'd ever really play him at CDM, more of a central midfield role. Thiago Almada is a cam, I didn't notice that. Thiago Almada can only play cam, left wing, and striker. He can't play centre mid. So unfortunately, I do believe this was a recommendation from Charlie. Unfortunately, Charlie, because he doesn't play centre mid, and if we could play him in centre mid, we could play any player in centre mid. I could play Van Dijk in centre mid if I wanted. But it then means that you're playing a player out of position. So I am now going to remove Thiago Almada. He can't play in the position we want, so we will remove him from the shortlist. Now leaving Federico Valverde, Thiago, and Arthur. This is a tough one. We've got 2 very young players and a player that is in his prime right now, although he is injury prone. What do we do here, ladies and gentlemen? This is a tough one. Oh, it's a real tough one. But I think I'm going to bite the bullet with Arthur. Looking at the comment section, looking at the stats, the skill moves, the work rates, Arthur come up from 3 different people. Thiago come up from 2 different people. And I just feel like it was between them 2. As much as it was a difficult decision, I think Arthur is going to be the man that we try and buy. Now his release clause is 78.6 million. He's valued at 55. The thinking we've got to offer between 69.5 and 103.7. We are just straight up, because we are ballers, we are money ballers. We are going to yes and pay to skip negotiations with the club. We're going to activate that release clause. We're now going to negotiate a contract with Arthur, the Brazilian man. I cannot believe we have just spent. I mean, realistically, when you think about it, we just sold the Bruno Fernandes for 92. He pretty much covers Arthur and could cover another player. He wants an important squad role. I don't think he's going to go any less. Is he going to allow rotation? No, he wants an important. It was worth trying, so we will go ahead and accept an important role. Let's accept that. He wants 4 years. That's fine. We're only here for 6 more months anyway, and then we're retiring at the end of season 2, so you can go ahead and have that. Doesn't want a release clause. That's fine by us. Oh, we're discussing the salary. Wow. Okay, so let's drop. Let's keep him on his 200k, and let's drop him. How about 750,000 signing on? 200 grand a week, 750,000. Submit that. What are we saying? Pan over to Arthur so I can see if he's smiling and nodding. He seems to be nodding there. I don't know if that's a legit thing, but when he nods, it always seems that they say it's a fair offer. What are we saying? That's a fair offer. There you go. I reckon when the player starts nodding his head slightly, he's accepted the offer already. We have just signed Arthur from Barcelona for an outstanding figure of £78.6 million. Hoover, ladies and gentlemen, is also out for 2 months. He picked up an injury in that simulated game against Aston Villa. He's out for 2 months. Luckily enough, we've got Trent coming back, and we still have Nathaniel Klein, who is at full fitness. It's a shame the Kean Hoover is out for 2 months because he was really growing nicely. He was training well. He was growing. And unfortunately, he's been sidelined for 2 months. So we're probably not going to see much of him now till probably right at the end of the season. But we will now go ahead and advance the last 10 hours of the transfer deadline day. I will cut all this out for you guys unless something important comes up, a player leaves, we get a new offer for a player. But other than that, you probably won't see much of the transfer deadline day. And with 1 hour to go and 254.59 million in the bank, you guys have no idea how tempted I am to go and sign Kylian Mbappe. I'm just not sure I can do it. I was literally simulating all the time. Got to like the last 3 hours and I thought, do we just go and buy Kylian Mbappe? Do we do it? Do we bring him to Liverpool? Kylian Mbappe 2020. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I know you guys probably got your hopes up as much as me then, but I'm not doing it. Let's skip this last hour so I can't bring him in. The hour's done. The transfer window is closed. Let's head over to the inbox to see what's going on. So, of course, we did sell Philip Max for 11.5 million to RB Leipzig. The board have allocated us 9 million. We didn't need the money anyway. We had a transfer offer come in for Nathaniel Klein from Monaco. We wouldn't have accepted that. And a massive £750 million was spent across all leagues in the January transfer window. That is a crazy amount of money. But what I'm going to do now, guys, is do all the player development, advance all the way to the Leicester game, and then we can get ready for the final game in today's episode, which is taking on Brendan Rodgers' Leicester City. Well, a quick glimpse at the Premier League standings, and Manchester City are currently level on 64 points with us. A win over Leicester City is a must. If we are to lose this game, Manchester City stay joint with us on 64 points. A draw isn't enough here. We must get a win over Leicester City. And I'm hopeful with this lineup, we'll be able to do just that. We've got Sadio Mane out on the left wing, Bobby Firmino striker, Salah out on the right wing, Gino Wijnaldum linking up with the captain Jordan Henderson in the central midfield. A little deeper, we've got Fabinho in the central defensive midfield, and then Robertson and Van Dijk, Gomez, and a back fully fit, rearing to go, Trent at that right back position. We've got Alisson in the net. I'm so glad that Trent was back. Just before this game, he sent me a message saying, boss, I'm fully recovered from a dislocated shoulder. I'm rearing to go. Please put me back in the team. Well, Trent, there you go. You're back in at right back, and we are excited. I'm sure all the fans and everyone watching at home is excited to see you back at that right back position. But we have travelled to the King Power Stadium. Let's get it underway, and we need this win. A lot of pressure on the shoulders for this game, especially now City have caught up. Talking there about Leicester City playing a player for his debut. We do have Arthur on the bench, ready to come on to boss the midfield for Liverpool. I'm sure he will make an appearance against Leicester, probably for the likes of Gini Wijnaldum. Just because I think Arthur is probably a better player going forwards. We've set it up where, oh, it's Mustafi. We have Gino Wijnaldum who goes forwards more. We've got Henderson that stays more central and Fabinho that sits back. I feel like Arthur is a player that needs to get forwards a little bit more. Jordan Lukaku also playing there for Leicester City. Kasper Schmeichel between the sticks. Let's get it underway as Leicester City are kicking us off. Kicking left to right from Gini over the top. Trying to put it through there to Sadio Mane, who is going to get away now. Mustafi takes him out. Referee! Is that a penalty? Mustafi on his debut, 2 minutes in, has just pulled off a tackle like that. And it's a yellow. Gini. Mane flicks it over the top now for Robertson to run to. Robertson first time to Bobby at the back post. What a lovely, lovely bit of football, lads. Oh, that was stunning. I need to start doing other celebrations, that's for sure, don't I? That was stunning. Look at this, out wide, dink over the top for Robertson. First time ball in. And Bobby's there to just smash that one home past Kasper Schmeichel. And again, Mustafi not keeping up with Bobby Firmino. Ball back now to Chowdhury. Fabinho coming across. Fabinho going to take that and play it straight up the line to Mane. And Leicester are going to be caught out massively here as Liverpool come darting forward. Here are Liverpool playing it back to Mo Salah. Mo Salah smashes one. It's in off the post. I should have done another celebration. I'm sorry, guys. I keep doing the same one. I just dropped the controller to look at you guys and celebrate. How Mo Salah... I mean, I meant to go to Henderson. It comes to Mo Salah on his weaker right foot and he smashes it in off the post. I've got Chowdhury on the line. Schmeichel back up recovering and diving at that ball. We wouldn't have got it at the near post. He had to put it at that far post and he does so. And our Egyptian king, Benny's one in off the post. It's 2-0. Mane out now to Bobby who's on the overlap. This is beautiful. Bobby going to take this out wide with Mustafi on him. Mustafi can't get tight to him as he is on a yellow card. Here's Gini into Mane on that right foot. It's 3-0. We are playing some spectacular football. I've done the same celebration. I didn't even touch the controller that time. The controller just knows to do that celebration. But it is 3-0 and it's not even half time. Bobby into Gini. Gini works the angle to play it into Mane and keep him on side. And Mane just slots home for 3-0. Here's Bobby Firmino. Break the legs of Mustafi. Bobby Firmino takes on one, takes on two. Mane going to finish up. No, he's not. I don't know how the time's still going as Henderson does collect the ball. The referee is going to blow for half time. I thought it was only a matter of time. We were up to 49 minutes. It was only 2 or 3 minutes added on. We managed to get an extra 4 added on. A handful for defenders. Yeah, Roberto Firmino is smashing it at the moment. He did have a little bit of a rough patch where he couldn't really score, but at the moment he is absolutely bossing up top for us. Him and Divock Origi as well as Minamino have been sublime for Liverpool at the centre-forward position. But it is going to be Bobby Firmino to get us kicked off in this second half period. Beautiful. Henderson towards the back post. Henderson coming in at the back post and Jordan Lukaku is there to clear up. It's out for a Liverpool throw-in. Trent going to Henderson. Henderson skips one up to Mo Salah. Who's going to put one in for Mane! Wow! Yes! Why are you doing the same celebration, Mane? Wow! Scoop from Henderson. First time ball in from Mo Salah on the volley with a scissor kick from Sadio Mane. Wow! Here's Gini over the top now for Mane to run onto. Mane's going to get a touch on that ball and Mane is still going to keep it and get away. Come on, Mane. Nice bit of skill. Mane on the inside. Gini through to Bobby. Is Bobby offside? Bobby wasn't even offside. Oh! I want to see Arthur bossing the midfield. Ball through there now. Gomez going to have to get a cross. It's a great save from Alisson. Cracking save. Very strong hands. Very strong wrists. Go out wide, Robbo. Fabinho. Arthur. Arthur now bossing the midfield. Look at that. Arthur with a great ball to Sadio Mane. Who's going to cut back. Tries to put the ball into Arthur. Here is Arthur on his right foot. Arthur looks to bend one. Arthur with a debut stunner. What a absolute stunner from the new signing. Yes! What a stunning bit of football from Sadio Mane and Arthur. Arthur with a beautiful bit of skill to get that ball to Mane, who then returns the favour by playing it back to him. Tielemans slides it at the feet, but Arthur stays calm and compact. He knocks it onto that right foot, opens up his body, and bends one out of the reach of Kasper Schmeichel. I take that back, bends it onto the palm and the hand of Kasper Schmeichel, who can only, unfortunately for Leicester, push it into the roof of his own net. Great, great debut goal from Arthur. Come on, referee. Hoofs it up. Mane's going to win it, and the referee is going to blow that final whistle. We have beaten Brendan Rodgers' Leicester City 5-0. Wow. I mean, this goal here from Mo Salah, look at this, on his weak foot. Just bangs it. He can't get it at this near post. Chowdhury and Schmeichel's there. So he puts it against the face of the goal. Ran across it to hit the post and into the back of the net. Wow, Leicester City having one shot, one on target. We had 12 shots, 8 on target. That is what I like to see. We dominated against Lincoln City, 14 shots, 13 on target. With 13 on target, we could only manage to put 1-2 in the back of the net. With 8 shots on target, we managed to put 5 against Leicester. It honestly just goes to show Sadio Mane picking up man of the match with a 9.5 rating. How did Arthur do? Come straight in and got an 8.2. What a debut and special game. Right guys, and here we are back at the Central for the final time in today's episode. And what an episode this has been. We moved on Bruno Fernandes for £92 million to Manchester City. We moved on Philip Max to RB Leipzig for £11.5 million. We signed the new man Arthur for £78.2 million. And he only went and scored on his substitute debut over Leicester City. Outside the box, top right corner, beautiful goal. And what a way to open up his Liverpool scoring ways. But in the next episode, things don't let off. We are still currently top on our own, clear by 3 points on Manchester City at the top of the Premier League. But the next episode really is going to ruffle some feathers. We take on Arsenal first at Anfield. We then take on Bayer Leverkusen in the round of 16 first leg in the Champions League. And then we have Newcastle in the round of 16 Emirates FA Cup. Now the reason we're going to ruffle some feathers is because which 2 games do I play and which one do I simulate? Because for me, I want to play the Emirates FA Cup game because I want to go as far as I can in the FA Cup. Also, the fact I do enjoy using the younger squad and slightly older players like Milner and bringing them into the team and playing with a lesser squad as such than the usual starting 11. We really need to play the first leg against Bayer Leverkusen to get off to a great start. And we have one of the top 6 teams in the Gunners Arsenal coming to Anfield, which we probably could do with playing. I would appreciate if you guys could drop some comments down below thinking what you would do. But as it currently stands for me, I would simulate that game against Arsenal, play the Bayer Leverkusen game, and play the Newcastle game. Now, if the first leg against Bayer Leverkusen is at home, then I will simulate the Bayer Leverkusen game at home, play Arsenal, play Newcastle, and then if we do unfortunately lose or draw to Bayer Leverkusen at home, I'll have to make sure when we travel away that we do punish them. Now, I won't know till the next episode whether Bayer Leverkusen are at home or not, but I would rather be simulating home games than away games, and probably more simulating home games than Champions League games and also FA Cup games. Now, obviously, this year we were just focused solely on winning the Premier League and also the Champions League. We only won the Champions League in Season 1 with Liverpool. I'm solely focused on the Premier League and Champions League to do the double this year. Maybe I may have to let off a little bit with the FA Cup, play the kids, and just hope and put my faith in the simulation game that we will get the win over Newcastle. But I'm just not 100% sure. But today's episode has been absolutely incredible. Selling players, buying players. We played Lincoln City first and knocked them out of the FA Cup, beating them 2-0. Then we simulated the game over Aston Villa and beat them 3-1. And then we've just battered Leicester City 5-0. Great highlights, great games, great transfers in and out. And I am absolutely over the moon with how today's episode has come out. Honestly, guys, it was one of the best and funnest episodes I've recorded in a long time. The highlights were non-stop. The game against Lincoln City, 13 shots on target. It was shot after shot after shot. It was like shooting practice for us. Unfortunately, we only managed to score 2, though. But what an absolutely incredible episode this one has been. But that is going to do it for today's episode, guys. If you have enjoyed it, please do give it a big thumbs up for me. Don't forget to drop your comments down below. If you're new around here, click that subscribe button. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. And I've been MassiveBrad. Peace out.